House of Fashion. Hope you have a wonderful day. Today's tutorial is going to be based on how to cut a 6-piece gown. The 6 pieces I'm talking about, it comes from the shoulder to the half cut to the hip, then to the knee, then the flare. I'll be cutting all at once, so I'll be using 6 yards of this Ankara fabric to cut it out. The measurement we will need is the full length, the bust measurement, the waist measurement, the shoulder measurement, the hip measurement, then the shoulder to the nipple, that was the breast point, then nipple to nipple, that's the distance of the two busts. So the first thing I'll be folding here is to fold this into 2 first to cut out the center, which is going to be 1 piece. Now we're going to 6 pieces, so I'll be folding the center first. Now it's going to give us 1 piece. So the first step is folding this into 2, and this is what I've done here. You can see it into 2, then to the main length. The actual length is 63 inches, and that is equal to the full tape. You can see. So with the seam allowance, I'll be adding the seam allowance of 2 inches to it. So the wideness of this now, I want it to be 10 inches. It can be more than this, it depends on the fabric and the measurement you are using. But here, I want it to be at least 10 inches. As you can see, so the wideness is 10 inches now. So now, the first thing we're going to do is to take the measurement of the shoulder. I'll be taking 3.5 inches. 3.5 inches. And after then, the next thing we're going to take is the armhole measurement, which is 8.5 inches. Then the breast point is going to be 11.5 inches. Then the under the bust is going to be 15.5 inches. Then the half cut is going to be 17 inches. So you can see, this is the shoulder, this is the armhole, and this is the breast point. The edge is the under the bust, and this is the half cut. So the next thing is to take the distance of the 2 busts. So the distance of the 2 busts here, I'll be using 8 inches. This is 8 inches. So this is the armhole. I'll be using 3.6 inches. 3.6 inches. And when I get, there's a measurement before the armhole. We have from the shoulder to 6 inches. That is before the armhole. So that is where we're going to use 3.5 inches. Then here too is 3.5 inches. So to make the cup form, I will be reducing this area. The initial measurement was 3.5 inches. I'll be using 3.2 inches here. So I'll deduct 0.3 from it. 0.3 have been deducted from the initial measurement. So when you get to this area, which is the under the bust, you're going to take the measurement of 3.5 inches. This is under the bust. Then here, you're going to make it 3.7 inches. 3.7 inches there. So if you see this area and this area are the same thing, this is 3.5 inches, this is also 3.5 inches. It's only the nipple point that is 4 inches, and this area is 3.2 inches, and here also is 3.2 inches. You can see it starts from here and it ends here. So this area and this area are the same thing. So the next thing for me is to connect all these lines together. All the measurements I've taken here, they are not constant because it depends on the bust measurement. We have a bigger bust and we have a smaller bust than this measurement. So you have to reduce it the way I reduced my ear. And this bust is the measurement here is for bust 42 inches. This is what I have here. After connecting the lines together, this is what I have. So from here now, I'm going to take the measurement of the hip point. To determine my hip point here, I'm using 10 inches for the hip point. This is my 10 inches. So to get to the knee measurement, before I'm going to make a triangle shape. So starting from this shoulder, I'll be taking the measurement of 40 inches. That is where my knee starts from. This is 40 inches. You can see. So this is where the flare is going to start from. So to get this, in order maybe you want to sew this particular style for a customer and you don't have the measurement of where the flare is going to start from, you can take your measurement from here, from this actual length. The actual length is 63 inches before I add these 2 inches of seam allowance. So if you want to get that, you can take the measurement from here and you are going to deduct 22 inches or 22.5 inches from this down. That is where you're going to get where the flare is going to start from, and this is constant. So you can actually reduce it when your client is not as tall as this. You can see the full length of this is now 65 plus the same allowance. That the owner of the measurement is tall, but let's assume the owner of the measurement is short, so you have to reduce it to 20 or 21 inches. So you are deducting 21 inches or 20 inches or 22 inches or 22 inches 0.5 from the down part to get where your flare is going to start from. From here, I'll be making use of this measurement. This 3.2 inches. The 3.2 inches, 3.2 inches, 3.2 inches to this area. I'm going to connect this line together to this area. Then from here, there's going to be a flare. So let me connect the lines together and see. So I've done with the connection of the lines. You can see. So the next thing here is to cut it out. So here is the center. You can see. And this is what we're going to use to cut the sides and the back. So the next thing to do is to cut out the one at the back, which is going to carry the zip allowance, and that is what I've placed here. This is the center at the front and this is the center at the back, because before cutting the four sides, and this is the zip allowance of, so I'm making use of 1 inch of zip allowance. So now this is 1 inch of zip allowance. It's not constant. You can make yours bigger than that. You can make it 2 inches, you can make it 1.5 inches, depending on how you want the zip allowance to be. So before cutting it, there is a cup at the front here. You have to fold it in. You fold it in this way. After folding it in, then you can now cut. I'm going to track this area. This is where it is without cup. That's it. So then I can cut now. So now this is the back, this is the front, and here is the back without cup. You can see, and you can see, and it has been divided into two because of the seam allowance. So now I'll be cutting the four sides. So to cut the four sides, I'm folding this into two. The wideness I'm using here is 20 inches. No, the first wideness we used was 10 inches, and this is the ones that are going to stay at the side, so this is 20 inches. So the first thing we're going to do is to take the center of the front that you cut out, then you place it here. I'm placing it on it. You can see the way I placed it on it. You can see. So the next thing I will be doing now is to cut out this shape. I'm cutting out the shape at the side. And that is what I've done here. So the next thing that I mean here is to open it, then I'll face it to each other this way. So it's going to be like this. So after facing it to it like this, the next thing to tell you is the shoulder measurement. This is where you're going to start your actual measurement, which is going to be 8.5 inches. So I'm going to use half inch. You can also use 1 inch for the shoulder slant. Let me use 1 inch for the shoulder slant. Then from here now, this is 8.5 inches. Then from here, the armhole measurement is 8.5 inches also. These measurements are not constant, it depends on the measurements you're using. The half cut 17 inches. Then from this 17 inches, you're going to take the hip point, which is 10 inches. Then go up again. Take the measurement of 40 inches knee point where the flared is going to start from. So after that, you come to this area. I think the bust measurement is 43 inches, so I'm making use of 44 inches. So the seam allowance of 2 inches. So this is 2 inches. I've added 1 inch with the bust measurement. That means the allowance is 3 inches. It depends on you. You can reduce yours, you can add to yours. It depends on how you want yours to be. So the waist measurement is 38 inches. You can see. So that is 9.5 inches. In 4 places, it's going to give you 38 inches. And I'll be adding 2 inches of seam allowance to it. So then we come to the hip point. The hip measurement is 47 inches. The hip measurement is 47 inches. So that means from here I'll be adding 1 inch to it, make it 48. So 12 in 4 places is going to give you 48 inches. That's 12 inches in 4 places. It's going to give you 48 inches. with the same allowance of 2 inches. So the widest of the knee here, you can as well take the measurement. It depends on how you want this area to be. So some want it to be firm, but here I'll be making use of waist measurement, which was 38 inches. The waist measurement I took there was 38 inches, and that is what we'll be using here too. And I'll put in the allowance as well. This is it. So with the same allowance of 2 inch, then I'll be connecting all my lines together. Then I'm going to see how the shape is going to look like. So now this is the shape. You can see it: the armhole, the waist, the hip, to the knee, then to the flat. And that is what I'll be cutting out now. So you can see the shape now, and this is for the 2 sides at the front. So what you mean here is to cut the 2 sides at the back. So I'll just take one of this, I'll place it on it, then I'll use it to cut it. I'll use this to cut it out. So then I'll be folding this in. The back does not have cup. So this is the 6x6. This is the one that has zip at the back. This is the front, the one with cup at the front. You can see. And this is the one without cup at the back. And this is the center of the front. You can see it is with the cup. So the next thing that remains here is to cuff this area, the ones that are going to stay at the side, the front and the back. So there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want it like this, you can leave the sharp edge like this, or you can as well cuff it to make the round shape when you are through with the sewing. So what to do if you want it to be round? So you're going to take a measurement of 4 inches. Is not constant, so you can make use of 3 inches. You can make of any inches. Is not constant. So I think if I make use of 4 inches, it's going to short the length. So I'll be making use of 2.5 inches. So then I'll be covering it in this way. Let me sketch it, then show it to you. So you can see this is how it's going to be. Then I'll be cutting it out. You can see now it's now cuff. You can see it. So after then, you're going to cut the facing. You're going to cut the facing. Then you can make use of wadding to make the pad. So by the time I'm through with the sewing, I'm going to show it in my next class, and that is why you have to subscribe to my channel to see the finishing when I'm done with it. So you can cut any sleeve, and I'm very sure any style of sleeve is going to suit this style. And the sleeve I'll be cutting to this style is a flared sleeve. So by the time I'm done with everything, you're going to see it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Meet you in my next tutorial. Bye.